Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
We are the Breakfast Club. That was Boots on the Ground remix featuring Fantasia.
Salute to 803 Fresh. Salute to Fantasia. Carolinas all day.
All right, and let's get in some front page news. Congratulations to Derrick Rose. Start off with some quick sports. His jersey retirement ceremony will happen on January 24th. Well deserved.
Very well deserved.
Salute to Derrick Rose and everybody in the shop.
One of the people that I always think about in terms of injury, and if he hadn't gotten injured, what would have been the ceiling for Derrick Rose, man.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to Derrick Rose.
What's up, Morgan?
Hey, y'all. Hey, how we feeling on a Friday? It's been a week.
Hey, girl, you on your little John today.
Okay, you see it, don't you? I'm going to get into
Why
it.
you gonna tell us she look like Lil Jon today?
That's crazy.
That's
That's crazy.
Okay.
It's just the hat on the lock show, chill.
With the glasses.
All right, so
Don't
with the
forget
glasses. And the glasses, oh, Lord.
Yo.
All right, let me see if I can get it hype for you. All right, so first on front page, a weather update on Hurricane Erin. So a tropical storm warning has been lifted for parts of the East Coast as Hurricane Erin moves away from the U.S. Now, the warning spans from North Carolina to the northern coast of Virginia, and it was discontinued on Thursday night. Now, Erin is a large storm with maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour right now and is over 400 miles northeast of Cape Hatteras. Swimming at most East Coast beaches has been advised against as forecasters predict potentially life-threatening surf and rip currents over the next several days. States of emergency, have been declared in some areas of New Jersey and North Carolina. In fact, New Jersey, it seems to be experiencing massive flooding on the Jersey Shore where coastal warnings have been issued ahead of the hurricane. So New Jersey and North Carolina, prayers to you for those impacts, those of you who have been impacted by the storm, but it seems like we are, for the most part, in the clear regarding Hurricane Erin.
That's a good thing.
News,
That's amazing. Oh, my God.
yeah, so in other news, President Trump met with law enforcement yesterday at the U.S. Park Police facility in Southeast Washington, D.C. That's also located in Ward 8, where the White House claims most of the non-immigration arrests took place. The administration has also referred to that area as the slums, but I'm not going to get too much into that. So Trump thanked the officers for cooperating with the federal takeover of the city and as part of his crime crackdown, and he said that crime has been down since the operation began. Let's take a listen to his comments from yesterday afternoon.
We're not playing games. We're going to make it safe. And we're going to then go on to other places. But we're going to stay here for a while. We want to make this absolutely perfect. It's our capital. And I guess it used to be many years ago safe, but it's certainly not had a very good run. And you got to be strong. You got to be tough. You got to do your job. So I just wanted to thank you all. You're doing incredible. You're incredible people. You make the country run, frankly. You make the whole place run. We're going to have the best capital ever.
Yeah, so shortly after the president spoke, people flooded the streets uptown D.C. for a Defend D.C. rally at 14th and U Street Northwest. Now, Justin Yada Johnson, who I think should be on the show, you guys should bring him up. He's actually one of the organizers of the Don't Mute D.C. Movement. He said, while we are enduring what we're enduring with the surge in feds, we can utilize this moment to uplift the community, to have our voice heard. He went on to say people cannot live in fear, and that's what I see our community doing right now. So we have to continue to curate these spaces so they can feel safe. And the Don't Mute DC movement just has people take the streets, go floods the streets. It's just kind of like a big party. It used to be called Mochella, but for obvious reasons, you can see why that name is no longer. So,
yeah, because that's actually really sad, like what they're doing to the homeless people, cutting their tents, slicing their tents up, dragging them, and
Yeah.
And they don't have nowhere for them to go. That's really sad. I'm all for cleaning up homelessness and everything like that, but have somewhere for them to go.
We was talking about this yesterday because Jess brought this point up in the room, and she said what you just said, and I was thinking like, yo, that was the initial call to action from President Trump. The initial call to action was we got to clean the homelessness up in D.C. And then that all of a sudden turned into this, tough on crime thing.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if they just did the tough on crime thing to be able to just push all of the homeless people up.
Right.
Well, you heard in the president's remarks.
To criminalize their homelessness.
Mm-hmm.
He said he coming to other cities, so take heed. But that's your front page news for 6 a.m. At 7 a.m. We'll talk about
like a homeless tour.
Well, he said he coming
he getting all of the homeless people out of America.
Or it'll be under the guise of the tough on crime tour. Yeah, it'll be a tough on crime tour.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, y'all. Hey, so let's talk about what's happening in California. First, it was Texas this week. Now, next week, it looks like we'll be following what's going on in California with the Democrats moving forward with their own redistricting efforts. Now, California Governor Gavin Newsom signed the measure on Thursday that calls for a special election aiming to redraw state maps that would most likely give Democrats 5 additional House seats. Newsom says Democrats will take over the U.S. House in the 2026 midterm elections. Let's take a listen to his comments.
They fired the first shot, Texas. We wouldn't be here had Texas not done what they just did. Donald Trump didn't do what he just did. We got here because of his failed policies. Those are being exposed hour by hour, reinforced today by Walmart announcing they'll be raising prices because of the tax increases, because of the tariffs. Because when all things are equal, and we're all playing by the same set of rules, there's no question that the Republican Party will be the minority party in the House of Representatives next year.
So the statewide vote will be held in November. California's redistricting push comes as Texas Republicans move closer to finalizing their own reworked district. Now, on the other side of the aisle, California Republicans are vowing to fight Governor Newsom's attempt at redistricting. Assembly Minority Leader James Gallagher says it's wrong for any state to allow politicians to draw congressional district lines. Let's take a listen from him.
The governor says they're fighting fire with fire. Well, the problem when you fight fire with fire is you burn it all down. Because if we continue down this road, other states will do the same thing, and the only people who will be hurt are the people and their ability to be represented, something that is fundamental to our American experiment. Right? Let's take away the corruption from these seats, because we've already heard, it's been reported, that some may have influenced how those lines were drawn so they could run for Congress.
Yeah, so California state Republicans, of course, are backing Representative Kevin Kiley's House bill that would prohibit mid-decade redistricting nationwide. Meanwhile, in Texas, plans to redraw the congressional boundaries in Texas, which have passed the state house, are now heading towards the Senate. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has vowed to sign that bill, and he's also calling for legislation to impose penalties or punishments for those legislators who are willfully absent from any legislative session. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. And in case you missed it this week, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says the entire southern border wall will be painted black. Now, Noem made the announcement earlier this week, I believe Tuesday, at a press briefing near El Paso, and says President Trump is making good on his promise to secure the border and crack down on illegal immigration. Let's take a listen to her comments.
That is specifically at the request of the president, who understands that in the hot temperatures down here, when something is painted black, it gets even warmer, and it will make it even harder for people to climb. Today, we have the most secure U.S. border that we've ever had in the history of this nation.
Now, Homeland Security Secretary Noem says the funds for the painting were allocated in the massive spending bill that was already passed earlier this year, and that the pace of the painting is currently a little bit less than a half of a mile a day. So that's what's happening on our southern border. And I'm just going to go ahead and wrap things up because it's Friday. I mean, why not? That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Y'all can follow me on socials at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app. Visit us at BINnews.com. Thank y'all. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Morgan.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.